What's up, Celtics Nation? Welcome to a video that's going to get on every single fan's last nerve. Today, the talk is real, and the alarm bells are ringing. We've got two stories that are going to make you question everything about our team. The first uncovers an invisible enemy, a number behind the scenes that's silently and brutally sabotaging our season. And the second is a bombshell. A possibility that could completely change the future of the Celtics as we know it. Is this the end of an era? You're not going to believe this. So, take a seat, hit that like button, and let's get straight to the news. Let's start with something that's keeping everyone up at night. You know that feeling, in the middle of the game, that the whistle only blows against us? That foul they don't call on Tatum, that questionable call that always goes the other way. We scream, we curse out the ref. We say we're getting robbed. We feel like clowns. But what if I told you it's not just a feeling anymore? What if I could prove to you, with numbers, that there's a conspiracy or, at the very least, massive incompetence happening right under our noses? Get ready, because the stat I'm about to show you is undeniable proof that we're playing at an absurd disadvantage. It's a number that doesn't lie and explains why the start of our season has been such a roller coaster of frustration. In the first 7 games, our opponents have shot 84 more free throws than the Boston Celtics. I'll repeat that. 84. That's an average of 12 more free throws per game for the other team. It's like starting every game down 10 points before the ball is even tipped. We are the worst team in the NBA in this category, and it's not even close. The gap is so brutal that the second worst team, the Wizards, has a negative differential of 43. That's 41 less than us. It's a chasm. This shows the problem isn't just bad luck. It's systemic. And why is this happening? Let's get to the facts. First, our defense. We're committing the 8th most fouls in the league. Our players are getting punished for any contact, while on the other end of the court, our guys are getting assaulted, and nothing happens. We are the second worst team in the entire NBA at drawing fouls. Nobody respects us in the paint. This connects directly to another chronic problem. Rebounding. Everyone warned us we'd have issues with our size, and now the bill has come due. We are getting crushed under the basket. This leads to 2 terrible things. Second chance points for them and more fouls on us as we desperately try to contest shots in the paint. It's a deadly vicious cycle. And the offense? Oh, the offense. We've become a one-trick pony. We lead the league in 3-point attempts. We're just chucking it up from everywhere. But you know what the problem is? We're one of the 5 worst teams in shooting percentage. In other words, we're trading easy layups and free throws for low-percentage shots that don't create contact, don't get us to the free throw line, and lead to easy fast breaks for the opponent. It's a suicidal strategy. We're sabotaging ourselves. This combination of excessive fouls, a lack of physical imposition on offense, and an unhealthy dependency on the 3-ball is creating a statistical monster that's sinking us every game. You can't win a championship like this. And the worst part is thinking that while we're here despairing over these numbers, the front office might be looking at all this and considering a solution nobody expected. A solution that involves giving up a player we love. Because what's coming next is even more unbelievable. And that conversation behind the scenes, that idea that started circulating after that humiliating loss to the Houston Rockets. It's heartbreaking. That night, losing by 27 points, seeing the team looking listless, soulless, that wasn't just a loss. It was a symptom. The symptom of a team that has maybe reached its limit. And when that happens, the front office starts making moves. And the move that one NBA insider pointed to is an atomic bomb in the heart of our fan base. Brace yourselves, because they're talking about blowing up the project. Starting a rebuild. And the name at the center of this storm, the sacrifice being considered for this to happen, is Derek White. Yes, you heard that right. Our Derek White. The guy who was a key piece in the 2024 title run. A 2-time all-defensive selection, the silent engine of our perimeter. The suggestion is a 3-team trade involving the Rockets and the Nets. White would go to Houston to fill in for the injured Fred VanVleet. And why? According to the journalist, it's a combination of cruel factors. First, the financial reality. Tatum's injury, the massive repeater tax penalties. All of this is reportedly forcing the franchise to unload big salaries. And White's contract is one of them. Second, his age. White is already 31. The cold logic of the business would be to sell high now, while he still has market value, to get younger at the position. In exchange for this stab to the fans' hearts, we would receive the young Reed Shepherd, the second pick in the 2024 draft, forward Jalen Wilson, a 2029 first-round pick, and we'd also open up a $28 million trade exception. In theory, it sounds like a solid rebuilding plan. Shepherd is a promising young player, shooting 44% from three. A piece for the future. But what about the present? What about our identity? We're talking about handing over one of the best defenders in the league on a silver platter to a team like the Rockets, who already lead the NBA in scoring. They would become an instant powerhouse. And us. We'd be left with promises. White's numbers to start the season don't help his case. Just 38% shooting from the field. Is the front office using this slight dip in performance as an excuse to get rid of his salary and embrace the tank? The idea that our championship window has closed is too painful to accept. Trading the heart and soul of our defense for a bet on the future. Is that strategic planning, or is it throwing in the towel? So, this is the bleak scenario, nation. On one hand, a brutal statistic that proves we're getting screwed on the court, fighting an invisible enemy every single game. On the other, the real possibility of trading Derek White, the soul of our defense, to start a rebuild and embrace the tank. Do the on-court problems and financial pressure justify such a drastic and painful decision? Or is the front office just using this as an excuse to dismantle the team? Now I want to hear from you. Is trading White a gigantic mistake or the only smart way out?